What do chips and boundaries have in common when it comes to self-improvement? Stick around and you'll find out. Hey, this is Jones Loflin. Welcome to Insights from the Jones Zone, where I give you a way to master your week in 3 minutes or less. Several years ago, a potato chip company had a marketing phrase, something like, bet you can't eat just one. And the idea was that you couldn't eat just one chip and leave the bag open in front of you and keep from eating more. Well, of course, if you can smell the chips, if there are people around you chomping on chips, and if you've tasted them before, you're going to want another chip. It's hard to set boundaries in that type of environment. I think it's hard to set boundaries in our own professional and personal environments these days as well. With smartphones giving us all kinds of notification and task lists of 37 or 47 things, it's hard to stop and go, you know what, I'm going to spend my time this way and this way and this way, and to set those boundaries. I think boundaries are critical, however, in self-improvement. One of the reasons is because boundaries keep us tuned in to the people who need us the most. If you're at work and you're a leader or a manager and you don't build some time in your day to actually interact and communicate with your team, sometimes you just get so busy getting tasks done that you forget how important that is. Another reason I think boundaries are important because they keep us focused on outcomes. Most of you would never leave work today and say, you know what, my goal is to go home and binge watch 5 episodes of my favorite show. But you know what happens? You're sitting watching the first episode just to have a little downtime. The box shows up in the bottom right-hand corner that says next episode, comes up in 8 seconds, and it's a good one. It's important to set boundaries so that we can stay focused on what we really want to accomplish, not what we're just going to allow to come into our lives because it's easy or convenient or allows us to procrastinate on those tasks that might be more difficult or not as exciting. A third reason I think boundaries are important is because they create space for us to invest our time on what matters the most. If you're at work today and you're a leader or a manager, then maybe you've got a task you're looking at and you're saying, yeah, I need to work on that. Stop yourself and set a boundary. Say, you know what, I'm going to work on this task for 30 minutes or 1 hour. And after that, I'm going to stop and I'm going to ask myself, what's the most important use of my time now? If you don't set boundaries, who knows how long you may allow that task to take. What's a great way to start setting boundaries? Use a timer. Use a timer, whether it's in conversation, whether it's in meetings or something, but give yourself that sense of urgency that I need to finish with this so that I can move on to something that's more important. I hope it's a fantastic week for you as you set boundaries to become a better you. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today in the Jones Zone.